What's up, dudes and dudes? Here, and my name is Scyushi, and we're back to some more Trove. And today is going to end up being a very short announcement video amongst the other content that I'm going to be posting today. So what you can expect from me today is the 3-hour Trove live stream, the entire VOD from last night. There's also going to end up being another stream highlight video. This is still clips from a couple streams back, but I've been generally like grabbing clips and slowly compiling them into short videos for you guys so that you kind of get caught up with everything that's going on with current events. However, the stuff that I'm going to be talking about with you guys in this video has not actually, it would be too late by the time I would get the next stream compilation video for you guys. So we've got some exciting news. First of all, today on Nintendo Switch at 8 a.m. Pacific time, we're going to end up having some server downtime, which is ultimately going to end up bringing the Switch up to the Sunfest event. Now, as far as my understanding, you guys will have phase 1, 2, and phase 3 already all going at once with Sunfest, with phase 4 starting again next week. Now, today as well, for everyone on PC and other consoles, we do have Sunfest phase 3 starting. And yes, I will make a video highlighting it, talking about it, but that'll probably end up coming out tomorrow. Gives me time to, get things all ready and such. However, tomorrow we actually have the Trove developer live stream. And at first, we kind of all speculated and talked about whether or not they would end up talking about some new fancy stuff coming, or are they just going to end up playing Bomber Royale? But they actually have an announcement for it. It's going to end up being July 16th at 1 p.m. Pacific time. That's my time zone. There's an announcement in our Discord announcements that is actually going to be showing the time in your local time zone if you don't want to calculate that stuff. Otherwise, I will have a scheduled live stream at some point because I'm definitely going to end up watching and reacting to their stream while I'm live streaming. Could be fun. But they do kind of give a summary of what we can expect during that developer live stream. So there's going to be Yabaki giveaways. Yabaki, the full-on mount, which is this guy right here. So for those of you that don't know, this is currently one of, if not the rarest mount in the game. They only gave away like maybe 3 of these in total from dev streams from years and years and years ago. And I was fortunate enough to have somebody gift me their code. It's not going to end up operating the same as Gonda does. It did originally, back in the day, like a long, long time ago, it did create shadow blocks. But nowadays, it just does lasers instead, and it's some of the highest lasermancy damage in the game. So it does have value, just because a lot of blocks and dungeons and so on and so forth. Like, there's a lot of things in the game that ended up having their block density like improved upon, so lasermancy is actually more valuable than ever. Anyways, they're going to be giving away some of these, but they're also going to be giving away some Yabnatas, which is the Yabaki pinatas, which will enter you into the raffle to get more Yabaki, because that's still going on for the entirety of the event, which I still am saving up all of mine. Not that I have much, but I'm saving them up so that I can do it probably at the end of the month or something. I don't know. But they also mentioned that there's going to be a community Q&A, which I assume is just them responding to comments, unless they have some pre-built questions or something like that, which would still be cool. They're also going to be doing some Bomber Royale with the community and much more. I don't know what that means, but at the very least, community Bomber Royale, awesome. Again, more than likely, I'm just going to watch rather than participate. But more importantly, a sneak peek at what's next for Trove. That's the part that has me the most excited, and now I am 100% tuning into this live. Originally, if it was just going to end up being the devs hanging out with people in Bomber Royale, I would probably have just watched the stream VOD afterwards and then compiled it down to a shorter video for you guys. But instead, they're actually telling us that they're going to give us a sneak peek of what's coming. Now, I don't know whether it's going to end up being like Mystic Gems, Mystic Rings, Mystic Banner, maybe there's some other crazy new content, maybe there's a new class coming, or maybe it's just, oh, we tweaked Luxian slightly. You never know. But I'm excited either way. Like I said, I'll be doing the stream reaction to it live, but because they're going to be streaming on Twitch, unfortunately, it means I won't be able to pause it, and so I'll have to just mute them whenever I want to interrupt with my thoughts. Just a heads up. But for those of you that don't want to end up catching it, or you don't have time or whatever else, I'm a new dad. I understand not having time. I will still definitely do a stream summary for everything that they talk about in the dev live stream. And again, that's going to end up being on the 16th. I'll see whether or not I can get the stream VOD summary on the same day. Otherwise, it might be later in the night or the next day. It really depends, because that's going to be the same day that I'm also going to be playing the new Donkey Kong game at nighttime, because it's going to end up launching, I think, at like 10 or 11 Pacific time for me, and I'm very excited for that game. I think you Trove fans will actually quite enjoy that game as well, just because the game looks goated as hell. It's just voxel destruction. It's not all cubes, it's voxels in the sense of what they actually offer in a 3D program. It's basically a 3D pixel. But anyways, with all of that said, I appreciate you watching, and I just wanted to have this as a quick little announcement video, let you guys know what's going on currently, what you can expect. I'm really hoping that the Switch update today is not only going to end up catching you guys up on the Switch 2 current events, I really hope it's going to make Trove work on the Switch 2. Because if it does, then that means this week is going to be extremely busy for me, because not only am I grinding the Sunfest event like crazy on PC lately, it's just been so much fun doing the streams with you guys lately, because of the sheer amount of people coming out to the Twitch because of the drops and stuff, and all the other content creators. We're all just sharing the love with each other. Like when one of us goes to sleep, we throw the stream to somebody else and raid them and stuff, and it's just really cool. Really feels like, you know, part of a community again, which is something that, you know, was missing from Trove for a long time. And it's just, it feels really good, man, to have something to be excited about with this game, you know? That said, I don't expect it to actually work on the Switch 2, but if it does, maybe I would start my New Beginnings series again sometime soon, maybe even this week. Depends. I'm going to try and balance my own personal life with Donkey Kong and Trove, and I think that's basically all that's going on for me for this month. So other than the potential Nintendo Direct this week or next week, and then there's going to be a Pokemon showcase and other things that you can expect to see a scheduled live stream talking about. In any case, smash like, sub for more, buy the merch you want to support the channel. I do still have new merch ideas, but it's going to take me a while to execute them. Like I talked about this a while ago, where I'd have like a Trove shirt. I don't know why I didn't have that like 10 years ago. Probably because I'm stupid. But nowadays, you know, I'm just so busy with Baby Leona and stuff. And then also I should mention, just because I know people are going to be asking it, because you guys always hound me about it, the vlog. I am working on the next vlog. It's soon TM. I know that the vlogs are few and far between, but to compensate, I've been making the vlogs a lot longer lately, and you gotta understand, it's not difficult editing the vlogs, it just takes an absurd amount of time, because usually the vlogs will be like maybe an hour or two of footage, and I just have to watch through all of it verbatim without using any shortcuts that I've learned over the years, because I'll be like, why did I record this clip? And then it's like, oh, Leon did something cute, which means I have to basically just watch through everything and then cut it down to a shorter video. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the vlogs take so long. Anyways, I'm rambling. Have yourselves a wonderful day.